Hello everyone, happy Good Friday. Well, it's Friday night, so you might not even see this for a day or two. So, hopefully you had a good Friday. I got Monkey over here beside me.
Hey everyone.
We decided to sit out back here for a little bit and put a fire in the fireplace there. We got these little things she bought, was it Christmas time?
Yeah.
These little wine things. This one is watermelon and she's got peach. It's a peach?
Yes.
So she bought these at a gas station and we never tried them yet.
No.
We kept forgetting about them, so we're going to try them here in a few minutes once this fire gets going, and I'll be back with you guys. Okay guys, we're going to open up our drinks. I got the watermelon. I'm going to taste the peach, but I don't care for peach out that much. Got mine open. There's alcohol in here for sure.
Is there? No way.
Yeah, there's alcohol in this
It's not a gas station. Can you open it? I can't open that.
You got nails.
No, I really don't have nails.
Oh, you don't have nails on?
No. I'm giving my nails a rest.
Oh. Because we got to go. Monday we got to go back down to Tampa for her mom.
Thank you. Okay. Dinky dog.
Dinky don't. Good Friday.
Good Friday. Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter. Yep, it's gas station wine.
That's not bad.
It's gas station wine. Tastes more of the alcohol. I can taste the watermelon, but can you taste the peach?
Mm-hmm.
Let me try the peach.
Yeah. It's okay.
Oh, that's good if you like peach. I don't care for it, but you can taste the peach. Here, try the watermelon.
Oh, you can smell it. It smells like watermelon.
I said that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, we gotta go down there Monday for, what is it, a neurologist?
Yeah, she's seeing a neurologist.
And so
Hopefully they'll help her.
So, you know, it's an hour and a half down there, so, and of course while she's there and they do all that stuff, you know, whatever they gotta do, and then it'd be an hour and a half back. So I got us another little Airbnb. This one's not as elaborate as the last two.
Right.
Can't afford that stuff all the time. But so it looks pretty nice from the pictures. Got this 5-star review. There's only 3 reviews, but still, that's, you know, that's pretty good. So it's supposed to be on the river.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so I'm gonna take my fishing poles, maybe do a little fishing, but we're gonna stay down there a couple days. That way it gives her mom a chance to rest. I mean, we could get, you know, a lot cheaper hotel, but it's a hotel.
Right.
You know, her mom doesn't have long, so I figure, you know, when we can, we'll do something nice for her, you know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she's the one that paid for the kitchen.
Right.
Because we were going to build her an add-on, a room out here, and she said, she told Monkey, she said, just get your kitchen done. She said, I want you to get your kitchen done.
Yeah.
And she had the money from selling her house.
Yeah.
So Monkey said, no, we want to build you a room on. She said, I'll be fine in that little room back there. She said, I want you to build your kitchen. You waited long enough, so we got the kitchen done.
Yeah.
So, because, you know, well, her mom's like, well, if it's alright with Marty if I stay in the house. I said, I don't care. You know?
Yeah, she
That's
didn't
her
like
mom.
the idea of being out by herself out here.
Yeah, which it was just going to be like right behind you guys there.
Yeah.
But we was just going to build a small room. She said, I'm fine in that room. Well, if that's what you want to do, I'm fine with it. So we got the kitchen done. So she, you know, so we just, you know, try to you know, I don't have parents anymore. I still got parents. They're just not with us.
Right.
You know, so, and, you know, I just said, you know, I know it's a little expensive, but this one's going to be around $500. But, you know, we're going Monday. We'll check in Monday. We'll leave Wednesday morning. We got until noon. So,
Yes,
but
she'll be comfortable
she'll,
too.
yeah, and you know, if we get a hotel room, we'd have to get 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Or a resort, and resort prices went up, which a resort would have cost about as much as, you know, we're renting a whole house. You know, so
Yeah.
to get an extra room, because, you know, you can't,
Right.
you know, 2 beds, one motel room. I mean,
It's not very nice with her being
Well,
as sick as she is.
no, well,
She needs a little privacy.
you need privacy anyway. So,
Yeah.
so I thought, well, I can get us. I looked at a couple resorts. I can get us a resort, but it was going to be about the same amount for a 2-bedroom resort. So I said, well, I'm just going to rent the house, you know. So we're going to get the whole house. There's a game room in it too. So
Yeah, I'll be able
that
to play
should
some
be
games.
fun. Yeah, there's a couple games. I think there's an air hockey
Yeah, I'll
and a
play
little
air
basketball game thing.
I love air hockey.
Yeah, I'll kick your ass.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, just like the ping pong thing you were going to tear me up on. Now, you did beat me in pool every game.
Who?
Yeah,
I beat
remember? Yeah,
Okay.
when we went camping.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's right, guys. We played pool while we were camping.
Yeah, we played.
We was
pool.
in the clubhouse.
Yeah, we were in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
That's right. That was fun.
So,
Yeah.
but
I used to be really good at floor hockey.
so you know she's not gonna, she's not gonna be with us long, and we know that. We've come to terms with it. So every little thing like that we do, we want to,
Some of us have.
Well, you need to.
Not
But
gonna
you
be
can
easy.
never fully prepare. But
No.
I know it was easier on my mom when my grandmother died.
Yeah.
Knowing, yeah. I mean, it's still hard on her, but not as bad as, like, you know, you're talking to somebody and 10 minutes later you get a phone call they were killed in a car accident. That's, you know,
Yeah, that's a shock.
at least you can somewhat prepare, you know,
Right.
you can somewhat come to terms and know, you know. So, you know, every little thing we try to do, we try to make it nice for her, comfortable, you know. So, and this house don't have steps in it, so
Yeah, she couldn't do them right now.
no, she can do them now. She did the ones the last one. Was it the last
That
one?
was amazing.
She did those.
I couldn't believe
But she
could
was
do it.
happy, and big difference.
She did the steps at the rehab hospital too.
Yeah, but you know, it's in her condition. It's day by day. It's just worse and worse and worse. So
She's getting worse.
we want to make it nice for her and as comfortable as can be. So, you know,
I'm just hoping these doctors down in Tampa will help her.
I mean, if it was, you know, if it was just me and her, we would just take the black truck, you know,
Yeah.
put the miles on the black truck. But since it's her mom, you know, we got air conditioner in there. Yes, I am going to put air back in the black truck. But it's starting to get hot now, so I got to get it done. But first, I got to get my garage cleaned out. We got to get the Toyota out of there so I can pull the black truck in there and
Yeah.
work on that there. I'll bring you guys along with me on that. That's pretty simple. It's time consuming. There's a lot of this and that, but it's not as bad. It's not as bad as changing the light bulbs, which I have to do.
Yeah,
And you know what?
bad, you said.
I put LED lights in that thing, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Last time. I didn't get LEDs this time. I got the ice blue, which I think they're illegal here in Florida, but whatever.
Are they illegal?
Yeah, because they got a blue tint.
Oh my god. I've seen them on people's cars here though.
Yeah, well, I've seen cars with wide open exhaust too. That's not legal.
So I could get pulled over.
Yeah, you could get a ticket,
Nice.
but it's okay. My buddy stopped by. I got that. I don't know if I filmed any of it, but I think I showed it a couple times. Richard's mini bike. He stopped by yesterday to check on us, see how everybody's doing. He's not doing well either, damn it. But He was asking me about the bike, and I said, no, I got it running good now, you know, and everything. I said, it's online for sale. He said, what you got on it? I said, $375. He says, you want to buy it? I said, I got the same exact one out back, only mine's in better shape. He goes, $150? And I was like, hey, think about that for a day or two. Because the engine's worth, it's 6.5 horse Briggs and Stratton. So it's worth $150.
What are you going to do with it?
Because the Predator 212 engines, you can buy them for, you know, brand new for, you know, sometimes $100.
Alright.
Yeah. But a Briggs and Stratton, which is a name brand, which is kind of like a 212, it's a 6.5 horsepower. So they're worth more money, and I got them. I put the Mikuni carb on his. That's a name brand.
Yeah, you did it because you thought they were going to do that race.
Yeah.
And they never did.
Yeah. So that thing's nasty. That thing will rock and roll. It'll boogie woogie all over your brain, son.
I'm surprised you still have it. I'm surprised it hasn't gone.
Oh, I've had a lot of 125. Shut up. I got 375 on it. Of course, I'll come down. But see what I was thinking. For $150, I could just trade it for a go-kart. Because she's been wanting a go-kart for some reason. I don't know why. She wants a go-kart. So I was thinking I could just trade that instead of sell it. And I could do trade for trade. If you want to keep your motor, I'll keep mine, you know? But, and then I'll still have my bike. You know? Because I'm keeping that bike. That's the bike I'm keeping there. I'm down to 3. The one I'm going to keep, which is over there. I got that little mini bike over there, and then I got the old school mini bike. So, but I am keeping the one for myself because it's cool, you know. So I was thinking I could buy that for $150 and trade it for a go-kart.
Right.
She wants a go-kart. Why do you want a go-kart?
I don't know. They look like fun. Well, they are fun. I've had one.
You had a go-kart growing up?
As an adult, yeah.
Oh, as an adult?
Yeah. And then my son had one. Yep.
So anyway, yeah, I'm thinking about buying it. $150. Come on, the engine's worth that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, the reason why he said that, he said someone wants to buy the engine off of it for $150. So he wants to give me a first chance to get the whole bike for $150. Because if he sells the engine off of it, then he's got the frame sitting around.
Right.
He don't want a frame sitting around.
No.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about buying it.
And where are you going to put it?
Huh?
What are you going to do with it?
Trade it for a go-kart.
Oh, you're going to trade it for a go-kart.
So it'll still be online. It's online right now.
Oh. Yeah, I thought you put it online.
But
I forgot about it.
I will change the listing as trade for go-kart.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Whatever you want. Whatever you want to do.
Because I got a wild engine that would go good on a go-kart.
Yeah.
I got a Robin, Wisconsin engine. It's an 8.5 horsepower. Yeah. Yep.
You could ride it around here. Circle.
Buy some property and ride it around.
If you could find any.
Found some.
Not here, though. Not in Florida. We have to go up north.
Oh, yeah.
Found some really nice property up there.
Yeah, we an 1882 house. It was built in 1882, 4-bedroom. It has a den, a dining room, a kitchen, of course, a living room, and the kitchen's an eat-in kitchen too.
Yeah.
So you got an eat-in kitchen and dining room. and looks to be in pretty good shape. But I think they've got it rented out right now for $600 a month.
Yeah.
So we was like, that's kind of cool. And it's got a garage, small old garage out back with kind of like an apartment in it. I don't know what kind of shape that's in. Then I think it's got a little barn down there for a horse. But it's sitting on almost 12 acres.
We could buy a horse.
It's sitting on almost 12 acres, so that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And we just rent the house out and it'd pay for itself in a few years, you know.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
I mean, they dropped it. How much did they drop it? 30,000, 35,000. They dropped it.
Yeah.
It's 45,000 now, and I'm thinking 40,000 cash would buy that. You know.
Yep. Probably would.
Yeah. So that's kind of. I sent a message again. So.
You ever heard from them?
No, I gave your phone number and my email, so that would be cool if we could get something like that. There's another place for, how much is it, 40,000? The one you really want?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's nice.
It's on the river. It's got, what is it, 1,000 feet of river frontage. And right down by the river there's train tracks that go through it.
Yeah.
That's not a big deal. But how many acres? 38 acres. For like 40,000.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
There's nothing on it, but I think, and it's been on there almost a year, but I think the reason why is that it's in the hills of Virginia.
Virginia or West Virginia, one of the other.
Yeah, it's in one of them.
It's gorgeous.
It's kind of like up in the mountains, it's up in the hills, and out overlooks a small town.
Yeah.
And you can actually take your boat right to your property.
Yeah.
But there is, it said in the listing, there's a couple flat spots that you could put a camper on maybe, or.
And that would be fine with us.
But I'm thinking it's all hill.
Yeah.
I think it's all hillside, and that's why it hasn't sold.
Yeah.
But there's property on each side of it, and all of it's been undeveloped, but there's no restrictions. So, you know, you can put a camper there. You can put a shed up, you know, like kind of like a little cabin. There's no restrictions. There's a piece of property came up for sale. The piece of property right beside the one that has the tree house on it just came up for sale the other day for $18,000, but it's a little over a quarter acre, but you can't do nothing with it.
No, I'm mad about that.
She was like, I'll buy that for you and you can put a garage up there.
Yeah, then we can move some of the
But
stuff
you
over
can't
there.
here in where we're at in Florida. You cannot. They won't let you put up a garage. You have to put up a house. You can build a house, and then once that's established as livable, then you can put a garage up. You cannot buy a piece of property in the city limits here anywhere in Florida that I know of, but especially in Citrus County, in the city limits, you cannot just put up a garage. You can't put a camper on it. You can't even store a camper. Like, you know, okay, we're running out of room here in our yard. Let's, you know, say we bought a camper and we got our boats. Let's park them over there. We park the boats over there. We can't park the camper there. So we're like, hell with it. Let's look at some places up north. So
While we were doing this, it was just to, even if we bought that piece of property across the road, it'd be nice just to keep it wooded if we couldn't use it. But then again, who's going to buy it unless we put a house on it?
yeah.
And I think that's what's going to happen.
And $18,000, if you think about it, that's way too much money for. It's 0.34 acre, so it's a little over a quarter an acre. A quarter acre is 0.25. We got like 0.24 here, so it's a little bigger than this lot. Our lot's longer and narrow. That one's wider and shorter, but it's a little more. But still, 18,000 is just too much money.
Yeah.
Well, not in this area, because that's what they're going for. But you know, for me, just to have to sit on it and hem it up.
Yeah, it'd be a lot.
That's a lot of money.
We'd have to get it really cheaper, a lot cheaper.
You know, there's nothing there. It's never been developed. It's undeveloped. That's the problem, you know.
Right. But I think what they'll do, because they built 2 houses down
Yeah.
the corner, down the road from me.
Yeah, the one on the corner up the road here is like 250 some thousand. So what they did, there's investors come in, they buy these properties cheap, 15, 18,000. They put a house on it. They might have $100,000 in it, and then they sell it for $250,000.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's for sale right now. That brand new one for 250 some
There's
thousand.
people in it.
Well, it's for sale.
Huh.
Or it was anyway.
Yeah.
Recently, like
right.
recently.
Yeah, because that house just, there are 2 of them up there. And then I'm like, I bet you that same guy gets wind of this one. He will buy that sucker
Put a
up,
house
and there'll
there.
be a house.
See,
right
we're getting
across the
crowded
road
in
from me.
here, you know.
That's the problem. I wish I could buy some of the property next door here, but the lady has it in her will for her granddaughter.
For her granddaughter. But the thing of, she said she'd probably sell it to you. But the thing of that is, even though it's right beside us, our properties connect. If we bought a section of that there, or that next lot, that's like 3 lots there. If we bought that next lot, we still can't put a garage up until we zone it into this property.
Right.
We still got to zone it.
Yeah. So.
Thousands of dollars just to.
Right.
I guess they had a big problem when they put their garage up, because it was actually, because like I said, that's 3 lots, and the lot that was right beside their house where the garage mostly took up of wasn't zoned, so they had to have it zoned.
Yeah, she had a heck of a time.
Even though you own it, nope, it's got to be zoned and make it one piece of property.
I believe she told me it took almost over a year before she could even get it built.
Well, you got to have permission though. They have to give you permission. They have to discuss. Are we going to let them build a house or a garage on that property that is connected to the property that they already own, that they own now?
Right.
You know, this government shit's got to stop.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think it's right. You buy a piece of property, you should be able to do what you want on it.
You know, you buy the place, you pay tax on it. Then you pay tax every year after that. And then they're going to tell you, you can't build a garage on it. You can build a house. You can put a tiny house on it, but it can only be 400 square feet. But that's it. You can't just buy a piece of property and put a garage on it.
No.
I mean, I'm not talking about opening up a titty bar there or something, you know.
No.
I'm talking about just a garage. You put the vet in and, you know, the boat maybe or something, you know.
Right.
My toys are kind of small, so we was thinking up north. Well, we still got that boat that I was going to put up for sale this week, and I was like, if we buy a place, especially up north on the river, we just take that boat up there and leave it.
Yeah, and then we'll have a boat here, we'll have a boat up there. So when we travel up there, we want to go boating, we got some.
Right.
We don't have to travel with a boat all the time. You know, we don't have to take ours, the other one. So that's why we're going to hold on to it for a little bit to see what happens.
It's not eating anything.
No.
I mean, it's still registered. The boat's in my name, the trailer's in her name, but that's okay. I mean, you know, it needs registered again, but that's not a big deal. Just put the sticker on it, and
when we get a place up there, then we'll register it up there.
No, we'll register it here because we can register it for 2 years.
Might be better.
Yeah. We can register it here for 2 years, same with the trailer for 2 years.
Yeah.
And if we get a place up north, you know. Well, the one place, the house I was telling you about, it's 25 to 30 minutes from Charlotte. Charlotte? No.
No.
West Virginia. What's
Charleston?
Charleston, West Virginia.
That's what it was.
So,
which is nice because Charleston has a lot to do there.
Well, there's also a river pretty close to where this house is. I mean, you know, and it's got that little garage. It'd be good enough to keep that boat in, and a 4-wheeler.
And we can still go boating and explore. You know, where you can do all kinds of stuff up that
Like
way.
she said, it was weird to hear her say this, but since she's with me and watch all these camping videos, she said that can be our home base.
Right. And we can
Because we
explore
still
up
rent the
there.
house out. We just, we use the garage, and I'll put a little camper or something right there on that property.
Right.
So it wouldn't bother the tenants, And granted, there it is,
Yeah.
Plus, with tenants there, you don't have to worry about somebody breaking in the barn or the garage and stealing the boat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're still looking, but that...
We have to get there. That's the whole problem. Even if we are looking,
Yeah, we got to
find
go see
out,
what the land layout
we got to
is.
go see these things, and we can't.
I mean, I'm this close to just pulling the trigger on that one on the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I would say it's all mostly mountainside. But still, I mean, the land on both sides of it, the
It's
land
pretty
around
cool.
and behind it, it's undeveloped and there's no restrictions.
Yeah.
So, I mean, no restriction means we could buy a camper and put it there and
Right. And no one bother us.
no one will bother us.
I mean, it's not like we're gonna live there.
It's just how steep is it? Because I know it's a hillside, but how steep is it?
The only
you know.
way to find out is to really go
That's
see
the
there,
thing,
put
we-
your drone up and
But
stuff
for,
like that.
38 acres,
Mhm.
for 40,000, which I'm sure I could get it cheaper because it's been on there almost a year.
Yeah. I can't believe that
It's
no one
cool
sucked it
because
up.
to get there, you go under the railroad tracks. It's kind of like a little tunnel.
Yeah, that's what I
Get
liked
up to your
about it.
property,
It was
know.
different.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It's an old coal town.
Yeah.
So, and it's all coal mining still in operation around that area.
And
So,
maybe that's part of the problem.
could be.
I don't know.
But a lot of people anymore, they want to be closer to the city and stuff, and we're trying to get out of the city. We're not talking about moving there by any means,
No,
guys. Just
Not moving there.
someplace we can go 3 or 4 times a year and stay a week or two.
Right.
Like go up in fall and see the fall colors change.
Yeah.
Maybe go up around Christmas time.
But with that kind of land, like you said, we could sell some of the wood. The trees.
Yeah, it's been you can
You know?
you can log some of it and make a little money on it that way.
We can make some money on it. We made enough money, we might be able to find another house down here and move.
But the thing about it is, when you got something like that, like I was telling her, 5 years from now, 3 years from now, whatever, come up on some hard times, you need some money that's some quick cash. Even if you had to take a loss, if you enjoyed it, while you had it, that's the main thing.
Right.
Like I said, put a little camper up there or just. But see, I was like, we could put one of those pre-built wooden sheds up there, but I don't think a shed would go under that little tunnel.
Probably not.
But something there, so when we go up there, we got a little place to stay. And 38 acres, I can hunt, camp,
We get
explore.
us some four-wheelers.
Yes,
So we could
a
four-wheeler
couple
through all
4-wheelers,
that.
yeah.
That would be fun to four-wheel, which I've never done in my life, but always the first time for everything.
I would just get you like a 4-wheel drive, what they called. I forget what they're called. But
For start.
yeah, but it's a working 4-wheeler. Now I would get me something a little more sporty that can jump logs and stuff. And then we could use her 4-wheeler. I'll put a little winch on it. Just a little 4-wheel drive 4-wheeler or whatever.
I think that would be fun, and
Depending on how steep that is, because that'd be cool, just to be able to go down the river. And
right.
because there's a ramp right across the river from the property.
Yeah.
There's a boat launch there.
We could go boating.
Yeah.
So we have the best of everything.
So you take our old boat, our little John boat, just take it across the river. That we're on our property.
Yeah. Well, it's all been fun looking for it anyways. And there's many more. I mean, we just keep looking here and there, and I get tired of looking, he gets tired of looking, we stop for a little bit, and then we look for more.
But you can't, you ain't gonna find no place down here, especially on a river
Not in Florida.
with 1,000 feet. you know, 1,000 feet of water frontage. You don't own the water, of course, guys, but you know, 1,000 feet of your property is on the water. I mean, you know.
Well, all those houses that were damaged down there, they're going to have a nightmare down there, it looks like. With you know, the houses are empty, so they're selling the houses, but they have to be condemned.
Down where?
Down further south where
because the problem is now they
that's
passed a
flooding.
law after that hurricane that now your house, if you're in that flood zone, that certain area, your house has to be 17 feet on stilts.
Yeah, yeah. And who's going to do that?
Well, there's people that will do it. It's just I'm not going to do that.
No.
And it's still
You're squeezed
just
in.
a lot, you know, is like almost $1 million for a lot this size without a house on it, just because it's on any kind of water.
Yeah, yeah.
Swampland down here
Oh.
is going for $10,000 and $12,000 an acre for swampland.
Yeah, yeah. Crazy. Crazy.
It's nuts.
So, and we thought, you know, it gets too hot down here in the summer, if we can't handle it, we can go north and have a nice little breezy summer. Or, you know, go up there in the fall and see the pretty leaves. And
But see, the reason why I was thinking about a shed was we could build it kind of like a cabin,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, you could.
So yeah.
And a lot of them do that.
But you can buy a shed that they'll actually bring out and put up for you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what's been going on with us. So
Yeah, just kind of looking and thinking and trying to figure out how we're going to get up there.
because well,
See some of this stuff.
we'll take the truck, but
Yeah, that's not
we
the
should have
problem.
went up when your mom was in rehab.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
We should
that
have
would
went
have been
up
a
there
good time.
because she
yeah.
was in there what 2 or 3 weeks.
She was in there 10 days, yeah.
All right, well, 10 days. We could have went up for a weekend, or you know, a couple days through the week, went up, done a little camping, and looked at a couple properties around that area.
Yeah.
But I'm this close to just buying that piece and saying the hell with it. You know, that one on the river.
Yeah.
Just like I said, it's 38. Well, it's 39 acres, I do believe. 38.9, whatever. You know, for what, $1,000 an acre?
What about that one that had a little waterfall on it? That was nice too.
Yeah, but that was only like 5 acres.
Nah.
You know, and it was. There's another place in West Virginia. I think it's like 12 acres and it's got a camper on it, but they want $30,000. And I'm like, no. And you got to have 4-wheel drive to get there, which we have, but still, you know,
Yeah.
it's not, because we don't care if it's got a house on it, but if it does, even better, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it was too
But if-
bad. We looked at that post office. I really regret
Yeah.
that. That was a really cool idea. And it,
Should have pulled the trigger on that one
that was
without even seeing it. Had 2 houses on it. One was livable.
yeah.
Well, it needed fixed up, but it was livable.
Yeah.
It wasn't move-in ready, but it needed cleaned up mostly.
Yeah.
And the other house was just
coulda
they
made
used
it
for
work.
storage, and had a couple barns, had a big carport, and it had how many acres? 16 acres.
Yeah, wasn't it back on the back of the trail?
Yeah,
On that one?
there was a trail that went through it. How much was that? 40,000?
I don't know.
No, it wasn't 40,000.
It was less than that.
It was in the 30s.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, that was in West Virginia up in the mountains.
Yeah. And
But
that
it-
was nice.
But if you buy a place with a cabin on it, you're looking at 5 acres for $40,000 and $50,000, and I need more than 5 acres, you know.
yeah, we want to have some space.
Well, I want to do some hunting, you know.
Yeah, that's
go
what
up
he
during
wants
deer
to do.
season,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
what he wants to do, is hunt.
because you know you own the property. I don't, you know, I mean, it won't be mine. It'll be her property, but I wouldn't need, I wouldn't need to get license or anything like that.
No, because you're on there.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody bother you up there anyways. As long as you were in your bounds of your property.
But that's the thing about, I know up north, like West Virginia, Ohio, there's a lot of hunters up there. A lot of hunters. And they don't care. Come hunt on my property, That's just the way we are,
Yeah.
I'll tell you where to go. I'll show you the places. Come on out, check it out. You can hunt, you can hunt with us or whatever.
We looked all over the place. We looked in Kentucky, over that way. We've been looking.
Looked at some land out in, was it Arizona?
Yeah.
Which backed up to a park.
Yeah.
Or a state land, so you would have had all that. There's just no trees, and it's hot.
Yeah.
And it's hot. But it was like 100 acres for like $45,000.
And it's further for us to go.
And it's farther for us to go, but that would be cool though.
Yeah.
I looked at some place. You guys heard of Land Between the Lakes? Where that monster thing is?
Right.
There's some property for sale up there, really dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And it borders that. You guys need to look that up. Land Between the Lakes. There's an abandoned campground just overnight they shut down because there was an incident. That there's some property up there for like 20 grand. It's not a lot of property. I think it's like 20 acres, but it borders the property that that abandoned campgrounds is on. So that would be cool. But I didn't really look into that too much. But yeah, if there's a little camper or cabin already there, that's all right. But it has to be, I'm willing to sacrifice a little ground for a little place, but we need at least 10 acres,
Right.
And that's why that house looks like a good deal.
Yeah.
And it was just listed like the day before yesterday or something like that.
Yeah. It ain't gonna last long either, I don't think.
They dropped it 30 or 35,000.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've sent 2 things. We may have to call them.
Yeah.
Call that agent.
Might.
But there could be something in the works already on that.
Maybe that's why they haven't called. Yeah, it could be.
Like that area with the post office. It was an old post office from the 1950s is what it was actually built for. Then it was turned into a house.
Yeah.
And she was like, just get it. Just tell them we want it and get it. We don't even have to go look at it. And I'm like, you're right. We should do that. I got on there. It had sold the day before. Was it the day before?
Yeah, I think so. We
It had
looked
sold
at
the
it.
day
It was
before.
the day before. It was at the end of last month, March, wasn't it?
I don't know. We went somewhere and we come back and you said, just get it. Who
Because it
cares?
was really cool.
Who cares? She
How
says,
many people can say they're living in a post office?
yeah.
It's
And it's
really
up on top
cool.
of a mountain on a windy road to get there. And
Gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And like I said, there was a hiking trail that went through it. And there was other hiking trails. There was 4-wheeler trails. You know, which
It
I
would've
wouldn't
been
shut
lots of
anybody
fun
down.
through
You want a
there.
4-wheel on my property, go for it,
Yeah.
We don't care about that. Just, you get hurt, it's up to you. You want to hunt on our property, that's fine,
Right.
Because it's not, I don't think any property belongs to anyone. It's God's country,
Right.
That's why I don't think government owns any property. Why am I paying for it if you guys own it,
Yeah.
You guys pay my taxes every year, then you can tell me what to build on this property.
That's right.
Oh, this house? No problem. I can build a garage right here if I wanted to, but that's taking away our yard. But
Yeah.
plus, we want to be able to go somewhere, and go do something, and get away.
Yeah. Somewhere different. Different scenery, different things to see.
So this kind of turned into a bullshit session, but it is a holiday weekend.
Not bullshit.
Huh?
Not bullshit.
Bullshit session. When you sit around bullshit.
Yeah, well, I guess.
But, yeah. I'm not doing anything special this year. Just cooking a ham. I'm just gonna bake it in the oven.
Yeah.
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 Last year I did it on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
Had a turkey. I was going to do a turkey and a ham. We was going to have a big feast, but her mom's not eating, so
She's not doing good
she
at
has to
all.
give her certain things because, you know, to keep her protein up
Yeah,
and
her
stuff.
protein's very low because she's not eating.
She's
And whatever she is eating, she can't keep down. So
Yeah.
it's not helping her
so
at all.
she don't really want to eat.
No, because
You
she's
can't
scared
blame
to
her. Yeah, she's scared to eat, and she's sleeping like 20 hours a day, so
eat. It's
there's
not
no way I was going to let them go Monday. Hour and a half there, and then however many hours there, and then an hour and a half back. Because, you know, there's people there that would come out and help her get her out of the car and back in the car, but I was like, that's too much on her mom. I said, we need to get us a little place for a couple days, and that way her mom can relax, so.
Yeah. I might need your help anyways.
What?
Getting her in and out.
I said, but down there,
Yeah.
if you was just going to do it one day, I was going to stay here. Because I could help you get her in the car here.
Mm-hmm.
They'll help you get her out,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll help you put her back in.
Mm-hmm.
But, so I was like, that's just too much, hon. We got to get a place. She was like, well, look for a place. I'm the guy that does that.
Well, he finds a good place.
That's
with
from
that
my
good
mom's
prices.
side. My dad would be like, mom's like, you know, she did all the vacations and everything every year.
Mm-hmm.
Dad's like, I don't care. Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's before you went click-clack online.
Right.
I mean, she actually had to call and make reservations and stuff.
I don't mind doing it. It's just that you seem to find cheaper and nicer, and you know, you had those resorts we went to, and you got them at
Well, like-
really good deals.
Like
and stuff.
she gave me, well, I get discounts on those.
And that was
So-
like amazing. I was
But-
like, oh my god.
But like she gave me the address to where we have to be Monday to take her mom, just like we did last couple times. And then I'll bring that up and have it in another page.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll open up a page and see what's around that area, or like on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, coming back up around. And so I found this place, so it's within just a couple minutes of where her mom has to go to the doctor. So I found that place. Like, she'll be like, oh, check this place out. I'm like, oh, that's cool. See where that is? She's like, no. Jacksonville. Oh, we're going south. Yeah, we're going south.
That is not completely true.
Okay, so one time,
Sometime, but not all.
one time, well, no, I'm going to say one of the times when we went to where you cook your own breakfast at your table. The table actually
Oh.
heats up.
I just put the wrong address in. That was a mistake. Human error. I should have double checked.
We're on the road for like an hour and a half, and I'm like, where are we going? We're heading north, you know. I can't tell you. She wanted to surprise me. I said, look, just tell me what city. No, because it'll give it away. I said, no, it won't. Just tell me what city we're looking for. She told me, and I typed it in. I said, hon, we're an hour and a half north of there. No. Yeah, we are. She said, well, I got it right here on my phone. I picked up her phone and looked. She had us going to Louisiana.
No, we're going up to the Panhandle.
No,
Yeah,
we was
you're
going
heading
into
up.
another state because it was like 12 hours.
So I turned
And
around.
I'm like, I know this ain't right because we didn't bring
No.
extra clothes.
No, it
So
wasn't right.
I
It
said,
was
look,
the
just
wrong
tell me where you want to go and I'll type it in.
So I had to
she-
tell him.
Well, you didn't tell me what it was.
I know.
It
no.
was what was it? What's it called? Ponce de Leon.
Yeah.
And I said, look, I don't know because I've only been down here a year, so I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Just tell me and I'll type it in. You don't have to tell me any information. Just tell me where we got to go. I'll type it in. Turned out it was only like 40 minutes from here. Turned out to be 3 hours and 40
We had
minutes.
fun though. We were talking
After we got
and
there.
looking around and having a good time. So it wasn't all that bad. But I'm
Well, so
glad we
bad,
looked because we could have ended up so much further.
I'm like, hun, this is 12 hours. What it was she started typing in Ponce de Leon, and that came up, but it came up Avenue in Louisiana. Ponce de Leon's Avenue in Louisiana or somewhere up
And
in
it
there.
must have hit the wrong one.
So she's, boom, here we go. Where the hell are we going? You know, I love you, hon, and I know you want to surprise me, but, you know, where the hell are we going?
I tried to
you know?
take him different places that I've been to, but I haven't been to in a long time or something. So he knew what Florida was about, you know.
Well, I'd been to
mean,
Florida many times, but it was usually Daytona and
Right.
Disney World and Silver Springs when that was a thing,
yeah.
and stuff like that. But, you know, I wanted her to show me different things, you know.
And that was different. It was fun.
But
I
one
liked
place she
going
has
there.
not taken me to yet, I've been down here 9 years this year.
Well, I wanted to go, but we can't.
September will be 9 years I've been down here. I want to go to
The Keys.
Key West. That was my dad's favorite place. I've been there. I don't like it, but I don't care. I want to go see it.
Well, I told you we could go in May, or we need to wait until summer's over because it's too friggin' hot during summer to go down there. And now she's sick, so we can't take her.
Yeah, she can.
There's no way I
'Cause
can
that's like
take her.
4 hours or something. No, it's longer than that. It's 4 hours to Miami, I think.
Yeah, 4 hours to Miami from here.
But
So it's a drive, and of course we'll have to stay down there at least a week or maybe 2
well,
weeks.
we'll have to stay down there a week anyway. But we're wanting to do more camping while we're there.
Well, yeah, and I can't take her.
Yeah, she can't camp, so if it's us, we'll spend a couple days like in a resort or a cheap resort, guys. We're not jet setters here. Like an Airbnb or something,
Yeah.
a night or two, just kind of break up in the monotony. But then, because there's some nice tenting places in the
Well,
Keys.
May's a
so-
nice time to go down there because it's off season, so it's cheaper to go down there. It's very expensive.
It's like there's a lot of roaches there. There's a lot of roaches here. We're in a tropical state. Yeah, but there's more there. Yeah, there's going to be more there.
Not those kind of roaches. Those things were something. They
Yeah,
were
they're
horrible.
palmetto bugs.
Horrible.
You come to Florida, be prepared for these giant cockroaches, which are palmetto bugs.
They're
But it's
palmetto
still,
bugs.
it's a cockroach family.
But
You
down
got
in the
spiders,
Keys,
you got...
They have a certain time of year that they swamped the whole area. They are so bad that when you're walking, you're crunch, crunch, crunch. You're walking on them. If you walk into a store, they're swarming into the store, and they're all over the food. They're all over everything.
It's tropical.
It's
You're going to have
awful.
that. It's an island.
awful.
It's an island.
And we experienced that, and we never went back. In fact, we couldn't sleep because it was so bad. We had our camper.
Well, my dad told me, he said, yes, there's a
And we
lot of
left.
bugs there, but it is tropical. But I want to go to Sloppy Joe's because that's where my dad went, and that was his favorite place in the whole world.
That's fine.
I want to go
That's
sit
fine.
down in the same place my dad sat down in
That's
and
fine.
enjoyed
I
it.
don't have a problem with that. I don't really. And there's most of the time, it's just at this particular time of year that they have this problem. It's just like us having the love bugs.
She did give me permission to go to the Everglades and snake hunt and Bigfoot hunt. She did give me permission to do that. But she's not going to be with me. She's going to be in probably an Airbnb or a motel room. She said, yeah. I said, come on, why won't you let me? Why can't I go? I'm a grown-ass man. She said, I didn't say you couldn't go. I said, I couldn't go. I said, if you can't go, I can't go. She said, no, I'll take you there and drop you off.
Find me a swimming pool.
I'll be in the closest Airbnb or hotel there is. She said, I'll be relaxing in a swimming pool.
Now, the one thing I did like when we were watching,
So I don't blame her because
we
those
watched
are big
Post
snakes.
10. I
Yeah.
did like when he did the boat, he rode. That would be cool to do. Through the trail out there in the Everglades.
Oh, he took his kayak.
Yeah, he took his kayak. That
Yeah,
would be
Post
fun
10.
to do. I think I could do that. But I don't know.
Well, you gotta learn how. We couldn't take our boat.
No.
You have to get canoe. You could take. We could take a canoe. She's okay in a canoe
Yeah.
or a ginu, but
I mean, that would be fun. What he did, that was really cool. But no,
stayed out
just
on that
see
place.
those big, huge, friggin' snaky things. No thanks. No thanks. I don't care about that. And I've seen millions of alligators here. I don't have to go all the way down there to see them because I see them.
I don't want to see the alligators. I want to see the pythons and
Yeah.
the. I want a Bigfoot hunt. That's what I want to do.
Well, then you need to hook up with somebody down there that does Bigfoot, and that you guys could maybe hook up and do something like that.
So, Campfire Steve, he's into Bigfoot hunting.
Yes.
He goes out with Hike with Mike.
Yeah.
He does that. I'd probably maybe hook up with him, do a collab, and head down that direction.
Yes.
He likes to go in the Green Swamp too, which we've never been in, but
No.
it's a little ways from here. Not far, but it's a little drive. But get hooked up with him and go a few days. And,
That would be fun for you.
yeah.
It's just not my cup of tea. I'll do a lot of things, but
Oh, she'll Bigfoot hunt if we happen to be there anyway, but she won't go just to go for a Bigfoot hunt. Because like she said, it's not her thing. Which I won't make her, but...
Now, if we were up in West Virginia, and there were Bigfoot over there, and you want to go hunting, I'd say, okay, let's go.
There's Bigfoot in Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio. I don't know if it still is or not, but me and my ex, Joni, we used to go every year to the Bigfoot conference in Salt Fork State Park, which is 7 miles from my hometown, every year. And we would set up a camper and camp there, and that was a lot of fun because that would
be fun.
That was one of the biggest top 5, I think, Bigfoot conventions
Right?
in the United States.
No, I would do that. That would be fine. It's just the Everglades that was like, ugh.
Yeah, well, down here in Florida, in general, you know, there's things that want to hurt you.
Yeah.
Well, you got
Big
bears,
things.
but bears don't want
That
to hurt
slither in the night.
you. But the pythons, yeah, the gators, yeah. We've got the brown recluse spiders, yeah, they'll mess you up. We got the coral snakes.
We have them here.
Red touch yellow kill a fella. I got that on video.
That was one in our front yard. Remember?
Oh yeah, the dude picked it up.
Yeah, that dude picked it
And
up.
I went out.
And he warned us.
He said, "Look what I found."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit, that's red touch yellow." He said, "Yep, that's the nasty one." He's looking at it.
Like it's no big deal to him. I was like, get that fucking thing out of my house. Go.
It wasn't
Go.
in your house.
No.
But it was heading this way, so he
Yeah.
stopped it. He took it
Yeah.
up there. He said, "I'm gonna take it up there and turn it loose."
He says that anytime he sees them, he kills them.
No, that one he was gonna take up and turn loose.
No, he was.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
But if he sees him in his yard, he will kill him, which, yeah. And then, but, yeah, you got stuff like that down here that, yeah.
And it's hot down in the Everglades. I mean, really
You
hot.
got the hogs. They can get pretty mean. I'm not too worried about the hogs because there are hogs in Ohio. I've never been attacked.
Ever go to the Everglades, you would have to be full suited for mosquitoes. Because you have a problem with them now, here.
Yeah.
There, oh my God. they're
Well,
horrible.
it's swamp. It's all swamp.
Yeah. So you would have to wear a net and everything on you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Because it would not be pleasant.
Dave, you know, Fun in the Woods with Dave, he has to wear a net. He's in Georgia.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy I watch. He don't do a lot of camping, but he shows you different shelters he came up with and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you comment to him, he'll reply back. He's
That's
pretty,
nice.
yeah. I've talked to him many times.
I always reply to my people. I think that's the proper thing to do.
But stop your growling. But there's certain things, certain places we can't take him, you know.
Yeah.
Like the Everglades, I wouldn't take him down there.
Oh, no, he'd be lunch
To
for
camp,
somebody.
anyway. Oh, he's hearing us. Had a rabbit out here the other day. The other
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
He was big rabbit too.
That was funny because we got a camera right over her head. You see it there, that white camera? And it was like right in front of the camera, and the light kicked on, and it stood up and was looking at the camera. It was so cute because it's so close to Easter. So we do have another bunny rabbit. Because the one we had around here we would see every night, it got to where I could almost feed
He
it.
sees something, no.
He hears something. Where
Over there.
I could, I'm trying to talk to you. To where I could almost feed it, it got hit by a car out front here.
Yeah.
But
You don't have your light, do you?
no, I ain't worried about it. So, yeah, anyway, that's our plans, you know, that way we can go somewhere and get away for a week or two at a time.
He wants to go, no. There it is. Oh, it's a possum. No.
Possum. Turn him loose.
No, I'm not letting him go.
You guys seen?
Yeah, there's a possum. Oh, he's coming this way. Ah, where is he?
He's right here.
I'm gonna take Bruno
Go on, get. That was a big one. Oh, well. Okay, so anyway, guys, that's just kind of what our plans are. You know, I don't know if you guys know if I told you or not. They forced her into retirement too, medically retired now, so she can't work, I can't work. So we want to get a place where we can just go and, get out of here, for, like I said, a week or two at a time and a few times a year. Because then you're not paying for, we don't have to pay for Airbnbs or hotels or camping areas. We got a place we can go to that's our own, and all we have to worry about is fuel and food. So and our trucks are pretty good on gas, so they 6-speed transmissions. So out on the highway, I think our new one's getting like 34 miles to the gallon, and the black one's getting around 32 to 33, which if I would tune it up, it's due for a tune up. I haven't tuned it up but it's due for a tune up, and I'd probably get around 34 miles a gallon, in 6th gear on the highway, doing about 70. So alright, guys, I'll let you
take off?
Yes, he's gone. I scared him away for you. He's gone.
Thank you.
He's a big one.
Yeah, he was huge. He's been well fed, obviously.
So, alright, I'll give you guys a shot of the fire. Okay, guys, so shoot, now I got a battery light blinking.
Of course.
I told you I'd show you these lights sometime, and I haven't done it yet. So there they are, coming around, and I had a lot left over, so I brought it down to the next level, and it goes to here. So I'm going to get another smaller strand to go the rest of the way around there. So got a little fan up there. And our little fireplace.
Yeah.
Monkey's got her thing up there. So her flower thing. She's got another one to put up here. She's got more flowers coming for that too. So pretty cool. Let me get a battery changed. And we're back. Just like that, I changed the battery.
Oh, it took you 40 hours.
It didn't take me 40 hours. That's things come up missing here lately, huh?
Yeah.
Like one of my little cases that Brian sent me.
We can't find it.
Can't find it. Bright yellow thing. Can't find it. It's got some cables in it I need. I'm missing a battery.
Yeah. Well, I can't find my wind chimes. Don't know where they are. I've looked. Can't find him.
What else was we looking for the other day? Remember something of mine I can't find. Oh, yeah, I bought some transmission stuff and a thing of 90 weight
Yeah.
when I was doing the rear end in the Chevy.
Yeah.
Can't find it. And there was something else I was looking for the other day. Couldn't find it. It's black. Remember we was looking for it?
I don't remember what it was.
Oh, the back of my magnet mount.
Yeah, we still haven't found
Still
that.
haven't found that. And I took it off because I put the camera on the car when we was camping. So I took that off and I thought I set it in with my camera stuff.
Yeah, I can't find it. And I can't find my mount for the boat.
Yeah, she's got a mount like I got that clips onto the boat. She can't find it.
No, we were going to use it the other day when we went boating.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it, so I had to hold mine. Don't know where it went.
Because I was going to hook her up with the magnet part.
Yeah.
Because that's how I used to do it on the boat until I got that mount.
Right.
And I bought you one.
Yeah.
And I know we had it because we had both of our cameras up there that one time.
Mm-hmm. Sure
But
did.
the magnet part is gone. So, I don't know. Things have just been coming up missing. And they're not walking away because, you know, this is stuff that's inside the house. Weird. Weird stuff. Weird stuff going on.
It's not like we have a mansion. We can't find anything.
Yeah.
It's a small house.
And I always keep all my camera equipment together. She keeps hers all together.
Yeah.
Now I'm missing a battery.
Can't find a battery?
Which I got to get 2 more anyway because 2 of these batteries are getting about shot. They're when I first bought this camera.
Yeah.
This is the first one. And so I'm still 2 of those are still. Then I bought 2 more. But these 2 of the old ones, they don't last long anymore because the heat and cold. I use it, this camera's used a lot. Well, not just this one, but my cameras. So
Right.
I need to get a couple more batteries. I should get the Sony batteries, but man, they're like $50 a piece. I can buy 2 of these with a charger for like $25.
And look at how long they've lasted. Great. So you might as well
Yeah.
just get them.
Yeah, just get 2 more because now I'm running 2 cameras instead of 1.
Right.
So this one is the one that we just have repaired. This is the first one we bought, and I can tell because it's still got the screen protector on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a bucket. Your flower bucket.
Oh.
What is that?
Got a little nervous?
Mm-mm.
Just wanted to know
Yeah.
what it was.
Do I get nervous of an animal?
No.
Who's the one that grabs Bruno and takes off? I'm like, turn him loose.
Nope. No.
Then you're standing there. Where's he at? He's right here. Oh my God! Why'd you stop and ask where he was? Just
Because I
go.
thought he was coming towards me. He kept coming closer to this way.
So you stop beside me and say, "Where's he at?"
Oh, I knew you would protect me.
Yeah, I'll get bit. Don't worry about it, huh? I'll fend him off until you go get help from me.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I was just going to do a little fire thing. I thought, well, let's sit and chat for a little bit. I need to do another live stream.
Yeah, I was thinking that today, too, for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when we get to the thing.
Yeah, we could do that.
You guys want me to do a live stream at the...
Yeah, because there's a place outside we could sit.
Yeah, it's got a nice patio and cover over it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want me to do a live stream at down in Tampa at the Airbnb? If you guys do, pop it down below and let me know. Maybe I'll bring one of my engines. Huh?
Yeah.
We'll steam up an engine.
The Airbnb.
Yeah. At the Airbnb, we'll steam up an engine. You guys want to do that too? We'll do it live. Yeah. Bring the D16. Maybe run some tools. Huh? Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me know, because well, I'll probably do it anyway. But no, if you guys say no, well, I might anyway. Because there's some of you guys that might want to. But let me know if you really want to do that. That way we can chat. You know, because I like to do that, and it's been a while. I like to actually talk with you guys.
Yeah.
You know, so I need to do that more often, at least once a month. This summer we're thinking about doing another karaoke.
Yeah.
Live karaoke. Would you guys like to see that? Let me know. Out there under the carport. Because we haven't done one of those since the pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the last time we did that.
That was fun.
Yeah.
All those people driving by.
Blowing a horn. And,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that was a lot lot of fun. All right,
What
guys.
else is
Huh?
there to do with them? You know, it was
Well,
fun.
you
Gave
know,
us
we
something to do.
made it happen. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody else is complaining. I'm like, I got stuff we can do.
Yeah. Yeah. We weren't bored. We
No.
were never
No.
bored.
Mm-mm. We always find something to do.
Yeah.
Hurricane Irma. I made us a little stove
Yeah.
out of a beer can, a little alcohol stove. Got up next morning. Monkey's like, I made my breakfast. She made, would you make toast and coffee
Yeah.
on the alcohol stove?
Yeah, we sure did.
And that's what I cooked on all week.
Yeah.
Out of a beer can.
Sure did.
Yeah. Oh, nice breeze.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful day. It's a nice day. I didn't do anything today.
No, me neither, really.
I was going to. I had some plans, but I was like, it's Good Friday. So tomorrow all I'm going to do is I'll check the oil in the truck, make sure it's ready. It's okay. And she'll go down and fuel up. That way Monday we're ready to go. And then, of course, Sunday's Easter, which I'll shoot you guys out a quick video to tell you Happy Easter.
Yep.
So, yeah, so just wanted to chit-chat for a little bit.
I like my gazebo.
You like your gazebo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it too. It's nice. Got a good deal on it. What was it, $250?
Yeah. Something like that.
And they're originally, what, 500 or something?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a good deal.
When you saw that, I was like, oh, yeah. That's mine.
I seen it standing up in there. I knew what it was.
Yeah, you could have walked and got in the car and we would have drove off and never seen it.
Yeah, but she would have done the same thing if there had been a go-kart or mini bike there.
Yeah, if I would have said something to you.
Even though she acts like she wouldn't, she'd be like, "Do you see a mini bike back there?" Huh.
Yeah, if I would have.
Yeah, I think I'm going to buy that one. Trade it for a go-kart. Yeah. Glasses are falling off.
I know.
I've got 100 cash in my wallet.
Yeah.
I only need 50 more.
Are you asking?
I'm hinting. Can't you take a hint?
50 more, huh? That's okay. I can get it for you whenever you're ready to give it to him.
Well, seeing how I got one identical, only mine's in better shape. It's tore apart, but it's in better shape.
Yeah, but the other one's got a better motor on it.
No, I got a good motor in the garage. I've got a 212 in there. But I mean, for $150, it's worth that for parts.
Right.
You know, if I just wanted to use it for parts.
Right.
You know, I got extra tires, chain, sprocket. You know, I got an extra torque converter, carburetor. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean $150 for a running mini bike that I built, so I know everything about it. You know, I know what's been done on it. I know what's inside that engine. So I think it's worth it. And then I'll just change the listing to trade for go-kart.
Yeah.
I'll get you a go-kart. I'll get you a go-kart, and you can ride a go-kart, and I'll ride my mini bike with you.
We can buy a 4-wheeler so we can take it with us going to the mountains.
Buy a 4-wheeler.
Buy that land, and I can 4-wheel.
And I can ride my mini bike.
There you go.
Because it's got the big tires on it. That's what them Colemans are for. And it's camouflage.
Yeah, see? There you go. We just have to get it. Well, 4-wheeler couldn't go on that bike rack, but your motorcycle would.
Yeah. Well, the motorcycle can fit in the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we hold it here. Put it in the back and the 4-wheeler up on the thing.
Oh, we go up on there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, there you go. We have it all figured out now. We got to get up there and get that land.
She's been talking about that since I showed it to her from day one, which was several months ago.
And you know why, right?
The water.
The water and the little tunnel.
Yeah, it's a square tunnel, but it goes underneath the railroad tracks.
But it's cool.
But it's just neat because you have to go through that. It's short. It's not like a tunnel.
No, but I bet you there's some history on it.
But it's neat that you got to go through that little. It's a bridge that goes across for the trains that go across, but it's concrete, so it is technically a tunnel. It's a short tunnel, but it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go through that to get to your property.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty neat.
You think our car go through it?
Yeah, cars will go through it. Yeah. But
That could be a damper too on people trying to figure out how they're going to bring stuff in there to build something.
yeah, that's the thing,
Mm-hmm.
You ain't going to fit a big truck under. You're not going to fit a dump truck or semi under there.
No. Mm-mm. So maybe that's what part of the problem is too.
But see, I wouldn't want to log it, unless we really, really had to.
Right.
I want to leave the woods the way they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if you needed a couple bucks, you could log an acre or two.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I guess there's pines and there's some hardwoods there. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Think about just dropping the hammer on it. The hell with it.
I don't know. That's scary. I'd like to see it.
It's just land, though.
Right. It's not really much to see. I want to see where the water
It's not
is.
like, a house. You want to go check the foundation. You want to look up in the attic and all that stuff.
Right.
It's just
a little
land. The
different.
only thing is, I know it's on a hillside. Just how steep is it?
Yeah.
That would be the only damper for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would want to ride a 4-wheeler or my mini bike down to get to the boat. To
Right.
get to the river.
All right.
And if it's too steep for that, then what are you going to do? Is it too steep to hunt? Because I can't walk like I used to.
Right.
No.
That's
the only problem about that. I don't know. We'll see. But
Yeah.
you guys wanted me to do a live stream? I'll do a live stream this week.
We can do one. That would be fun.
Yeah.
You haven't done one in a long time.
No. I was going to do one at the last place, but I didn't, did I?
No. You didn't. I don't know
Should've.
why.
I don't know. If somebody wanted to be in the hot tub all the time.
It was nice.
Yeah, the hot tub was nice. Once it warmed up, it was nice.
Yeah. That first night was a little chilly. But
That's cool. At least you know it was clean.
yeah.
It's filtered anyway, but still, at least you know
Everything was clean.
that they take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright guys, I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay guys, so I'm going to finish my drink here and sit out here for a few more minutes and then I'll go in, edit a video for you guys. Now I think we'll watch some YouTube.
Yeah.
There's guys got one up of an abandoned mansion in Orlando.
Yeah, we'll watch that.
Yeah, we want to check it out. Maybe we'll see if North Jersey has got one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's got one. He's been a long time subscriber. I've been a long time subscriber to him since like 2012 or 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, a long time. And we watch each other's videos.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll watch that. And yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Well, not for me. I'm up until it's gone from 3 to 5 now. I'm up till 5 or 6 in the morning. Then I usually get up about 10. So I get 4 to 5 hours of sleep. That doesn't mean I'm asleep though. Bless her heart, she tries to be quiet and I'm like, morning, hun. Oh, sorry. No, you didn't wake me. I was already awake.
Yeah. Yeah.
What time did you go to bed? She don't say go to sleep anymore because I know. What time did you go to bed last night? I shut the TV off about 5:30. So, yeah, now I'm drinking my Coke. But I put this in there.
It tastes really good.
Yeah, Monkey likes it.
Yeah.
She likes Diet Coke. She don't care for regular Coke. But I said, here, try this. She was like, ooh.
Go figure. Wine and Coke would mix together well.
It's very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to remember that.
So, yeah, like I said, leave in the comments if you want to do a live stream. If not, and I do a live stream, you don't have to watch, right?
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in sarcastic. I mean, you know, I get it. I understand, you know.
Some people just don't like watching.
Yeah, some people don't like live streams, and I'm cool with that, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, I know not everybody watches, like, all my videos, because some people, you know, don't want to watch me work on a car. They'd rather watch me cook something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. That's cool, you know. So
That's why we have a playlist.
That's why I got so many playlists, yeah.
So
So
people don't get bored.
Yeah, so that way there's kind of something for everyone, you know.
Right.
I mean, I'm not allowed to skydive anymore, so I can't do that, or scuba dive. I'm not allowed to scuba dive. I'm not even supposed to snorkel. Because
I'd like to snorkel at least one time in my life.
Oh, I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go snorkeling,
Yeah.
but I'm not supposed to in case something happens underwater, you know.
Wow.
I can't swim back up. You know, snorkeling, you don't have an air tank on you, so you're kind of, whoops.
Yep.
But I would do it, yeah. I would do it. But, you know, working on things, some cooking videos, some, you know, review videos, stuff like that. Little tips and tricks around the house. Just different things, or just like
Gabbing.
tonight. Huh?
Just like gabbing.
Yeah, just like tonight. Talking to guys, and he's hearing animals, and he's got to protect Mommy.
He's having a fit. What's over there?
Watching, boy. What is
Why that possum is back?
Watching, boy.
It's probably what it is.
You want to get him?
No,
wanna get him?
I
Go
don't-
get him.
No, don't tell him that.
Let him go.
No, I
He'll
don't
come
want-
back.
I don't want him biting anything. He'll probably get bit.
He won't get bit.
Then I have to take him all the way to Ocala to the hospital because we don't have one here.
No, we don't have one here. There is one in Ocala, a
Yeah.
hospital for animals. We had to take him there once,
Yeah.
but it's bad. Reviews are bad.
Ah,
The
it's a
first
lot
thing
of
when you
money.
come in, first thing is they say it's going to be this much to start out with. How do you want to pay? It's not how's your dog, what's going on.
Yeah.
No kidding. As soon as you walk in, hi, how you doing? It's going to be $400, and whatever is after that, how do you want to pay? You want to put it on a card? You want to do cash? And,
Yeah, it's all about the money with them.
oh, are you serious? This is my dog, you know? Because he had something caught in his throat.
Yeah.
Now, by the time we got there, he done got it out.
Yeah. On his own.
But I wanted to make sure, you know, he didn't cut anything.
They still charged us.
Well, yeah, it was $400 and some. Your mom paid for that for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we couldn't wait. I mean, it was the weekend.
Yeah.
There was nobody here we could call.
But, so anyway, guys, yeah.
He's happy.
But yeah, if you don't like, some of the videos, that's all cool. I get it. I don't expect everybody to watch every video. I don't expect that. But, just watching one video, I really appreciate it. Right?
Yeah.
Why are you looking like that? I do. I do.
Too.
I really appreciate that.
Appreciate anybody watching me.
I mean, you got them YouTubers that, make you feel like you need to join. You got to pay to join, and then they want you to go to the Patreon and all that stuff, and it's like buy my merch and stuff, so that way you can support the channel, so I can keep making these awesome videos for you guys. Well, here's the thing: if you're just so much as watch that video for 3 minutes, you just made that person money. You're a log rolled in the fireplace. You're supporting that channel just watching 3 minutes of their show,
Yeah.
And then, well, I quit watching. You can ask her. Every Sunday I used to watch Musty and Terrell Fixes All. I don't watch Terrell Fixes All anymore because it's like every 5 minutes. So what you want to do now is you want to put on this grease, which we sell in our online store. It's like every not even every 5 minutes. We sell this on our online store, so go check it out. And then, and then like a lot of times, I know he's just joking, but still, I don't like when, go comment and subscribe, or I'll hit you with this hammer. That's not even a joke to me,
No, that's not fun anymore.
Why do I have to, join this YouTube thing, to pay money to see something that I'm going to see for free in 2 or 3 days?
If somebody wants to subscribe
to
you, they will.
Exactly.
You don't need to ask.
And then it's like right now, like, a lot of times those videos, it'll go click, click, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Every 3 minutes in the video, and it's across, or they'll put their logo through the whole screen.
Oh, that's annoying. So annoying.
It's like, come on, man. My channel's free and always will be.
Yep, I agree.
I mean, I do have Patreon, and I used to say at the end of my videos, please comment, rate, subscribe, check out my Patreon. Then I was like, that got annoying when I started watching other people do it, so I don't even do that anymore. I do have Patreon, but I don't want you to feel like, well, I really need to, contribute to the channel, because just watching contributes enough. If you want to, that's fine. There is a link there, right. But I'm not promoting it. People say, well, that's why you don't make money. Well, first of all, I don't give a shit, because I never started this channel to make money. I don't want it to be my job,
Right, it's for fun for us. We like to.
That's why I don't, every Friday here's a video or something, and it's only on one thing every time, and then that turns out to be the same thing over and over and over again,
Right.
Like the camping videos, Yeah, I do camping videos, but I try to do different things on them. Mm-hmm. It's not the same thing over and over again, close up of my tires getting muddy, close up of me putting the axe in the log and all that.
Walking by.
Walking this way and then walking that way. And then it's like 5 minutes of just different angles of walking into the woods. We get it! You're in the woods. We get it.
Sorry, I don't want to watch that part.
Well, you'll never be a big time YouTube channel. I never wanted to be. If I am, great. That'd be awesome.
Right.
But, I'm almost 9,000 subs. If I hit 10,000 by the end of the year, I'm happy. Mm-hmm. I'm good with that, Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what I've been making so far at the beginning of this year. So far from this year, from January to now, less than $200 a month.
Yeah.
But towards the middle and towards the end of the year, I'll make around $300 a month, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I'm good with that, because that pays a bill. That pays my phone bill,
Yeah, it pays your bill.
And it buys us some food. So to me, that's our fun money,
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's not, please donate now. Please join. Support the channel so I can make these videos. Look, I'm doing this on my own, And then, you know, it's like, and I used to watch, and I haven't watched it in a long time, was Vice Grip Garage, because it's always bleep bloop down below what you want to see happen to this car. What should we do with it? And you see all these comments, thousands of comments, you know, maybe you should do this, or do a swap in it, do this, do that. And he never does it.
Yeah.
Then the next car he goes and gets, it'll be out in his rusty acres. And there's that same car he got last week, sitting out in the middle of nowhere, like he complains that everybody, why would you leave this car set and get in this condition? And it was in a garage. Now it's sitting out in the middle of the fucking, you know,
Field, yeah.
a field, and then he ends up like here. What was it? Last year he sold a bunch of his cars off.
Yeah.
That every one of them, he said, "What do you want us to see us do with this car? What should we do with it?" It ended up getting sold.
Yeah.
He never touched it after that. And I don't like that, you know. I mean, within reason, you know. Yeah, you guys want to see me do something, I'll try to do it, you know.
Right.
Like we tried to go camping at the over here, and but it's only group camping. You know, Kenny suggested that.
Yeah.
But it's only group camping, so that kind of put a damper on that. That was, you know, of last year wanted to be the first video.
Right.
But it just, you know, if you can't camp there, I mean, you go there in the daytime, walk around and stuff, but you really can't do an investigation.
No.
You know, there's people walking around and stuff. That's why I wanted to camp there. You can, but it's group camping only.
Yeah.
You have to have so many people.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's just
It's just the two of us, yeah.
be a little hard. So.
But, you know, I mean, so, but I'll do what I can to the best of my ability, you know. I mean, we can't, I forget, a couple years ago I had something about, it was on one of my, I think it was on one of my abandoned channels, you know, you should go over to Japan, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I should just pack up and go to Japan. You know, I mean, that was when times was really bad for us, you know. I couldn't work, she wasn't working, and it was like, my God, you know. And you just go, yeah, okay.
Let's go to Japan.
Well, see, that's what a lot of them YouTubers do. They want you to feel like you're obligated to give them money to join this and join that and buy this and buy that and, you know, and all this to help support the channel. Well, you know, so you want somebody, you want your fans to, you know, finance your trip overseas so you can put out one video.
Yeah.
You know, they're over there 2 weeks and they put out 2 videos. Well, each video they put out took 1 day to make. What was they doing the rest of the time? Enjoying themselves on your money.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to feel that way, because just watching this channel really helps me out a lot, and I really, really appreciate it.
Right.
And I love the comments, you know, and it's awesome. But yeah, don't feel like you got to do that stuff, you know.
No.
That's why I was like, man, I'm thinking about just even shutting down Patreon, you know, and not even mentioning it anymore, because I don't want somebody to think, well, you know, he wants to do this and that. I should support him on that. You already are by watching. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that I don't take donations. I would, but I don't want people to feel like we need to give him money so he can go do more stuff for us, because that's not the truth, you know.
Right.
That's not truthful. The truth be told, if I went to Japan to film something, I'm going to enjoy my time while I'm there, and it's going to be at someone else's dollar. And I don't want to do that, you know. I want to be, if I want to go to Japan and film something for you guys, I want to be able to pay for that.
Right.
You know, which I'm never going to do. I mean, there's, you know, before I go to Japan, I want to go out west. I want to go to some ghost towns and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
We want to
and go film
that.
that kind of stuff.
Before I go to Japan, I'd want to go to England.
Oh yeah, if we was ever going to go to seas, we'd go over to England.
Yeah.
She's got family there.
Yeah.
I told you, if, a follower of mine, one of my subscribers, said anytime I wanted to come, she'd give us a place to stay. She ended up dying a few years ago.
Yeah. Well, I have family.
But
Gene would let us stay.
but I mean, as far as but as far as you know, I mean, if I'm going to go to jail for doing an abandoned place video, I want it to be here in the States.
Yeah.
You know, that way when I do get out, if anything, I can hitchhike back home.
If we get caught in Japan, that wouldn't be nice.
Well, there's a language barrier there, you know.
Yeah.
I might say something I didn't mean to say.
I don't think their jails are like ours.
I don't know, but the point is, what I'm saying is, I don't want people to think they have to send me money to support my channel, because they don't.
No,
you know,
they don't.
And you don't have to on anybody else's channel either. Just watching is supporting enough. Because, you know, when they say, so I can make more videos, so I can put out more content like this. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I just watched 30 minutes of something of my life that I'll never get back, and you act like it's the greatest thing in the world. I'll be the first to tell you, my videos aren't the greatest thing in the world, and far from it. They never will be. You know, sometimes downright crappy, but I'll say, you know, there's wind, or, you know, sorry for the shaky camera work, whatever, you know. Mm-hmm. Because I'm a YouTuber, I'm not a content creator, I'm not a filmmaker, I'm a YouTuber. I just share my life's adventures with you guys, whether it be good or bad, you know.
That's right.
From my health issues up to camping and boating and fun stuff like that. And some of you guys might like the, you know, because I look and see what, you know, you guys like the Nissan, you know.
Yeah.
You like the Nissan, so yeah. As long as we have it, I'll put some more videos up of the Nissan.
Right.
But my camping videos, they're pretty shitty, apparently, because, you know, they don't make 100 views.
No.
But that's okay, because, you know, if I get a camping video where 80 people watched it, then 80 people thought it was good enough to watch. And
right.
You know, I mean, don't sound like much compared to somebody that has 1 million subs, but put 80 people in your house. It's a lot of people. Not just this, I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's still a lot of people, yeah.
But, you know, there's another thing, and I'm me. A lot of people, well, you cuss too much. Then don't watch me. You know?
Yeah.
Don't watch me, because this is freedom of speech. This is the way I am. I am me, you know. You know, you tell me, don't smoke. You shouldn't be smoking. Well, you shouldn't be judging me on my smoking.
Right.
That's in the Bible, you know. Thou shalt not judge.
Yeah.
You know, act like, oh, I'm going to quit watching your channel because you smoke too much. What the hell? Is secondhand smoke from watching my video, is it going to go through your TV or your phone or your computer and kill you? Doesn't make sense. Well, I don't like it. Then don't watch me. I don't like you judging me.
Right.
You know, I don't like that. You know? Just don't watch.
Oh, one time everybody was smoking.
Go watch the fake people. Go watch the fake people. You know? Go watch them then. Oh, so what we're going to do today, guys, treat you like little kids, and they act like so perfect, and then as soon as the camera's off, they fire up a cigarette or a joint and drink a beer, and oh, and then put this away. Remember, who was it? We was watching somebody that they forgot to cut it out, remember? His friend opened a beer and lit a cigarette, and remember. It was behind him, remember?
Yeah.
I forget who it was.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, no, you can't do that. And he moved the camera. He forgot to cut that out. Mm-hmm. And then there was one we was watching, I don't know if you've seen it, but this guy, he was doing something by the fire, and this is the only time I watched him. It was only about 10 minutes of his 40-minute video, and his friend come over and just reached out, handed him a beer, and he was like, no, I can't show that on here. No, people don't think I drink, or something like that. And I'm like, oh, really? So let's not be ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
You want to talk about real reality TV? This is it, pal. This is the real reality TV. I don't send my stuff off and have an editor do it. I don't have a cameraman following me around to look all big and bad and be called a filmmaker, because first of all, there's no film well, I got cameras that take film, but there's no film in this camera. You know, I'm recording.
Right.
We still call it filming. It's just something that's always going to be called that. But I'm recording. You know, I don't. You know, I've had so many people. Oh, you got such an awesome channel. I'm like, okay, here we go. Yeah, my channel's so awesome at less than 9,000 subs. You want me to pay you to edit my videos? Yeah, and then what are they going to do? They're going to put in stupid music. They're going to put in stupid, you know, those, like if somebody falls, ugh,
Yeah.
they put in those sound effects and shit. No, that's not me. And I'll even edit out all the swear words for you. I don't want it edited out.
And the memes.
And the memes, just one after another
People
after
are
another.
way overboard on those memes.
And it's like, no, I don't want that. You don't understand. I'm me. I don't want that. You know?
Yeah.
And I had, what was it, 2 weeks ago? I had somebody talking about, I can make your channel AI. You won't have to do anything. Who's going to film? Well, you'll have to film. But you won't have to do anything after that. Oh, so you want to turn my shit into an AI channel? I'm not AI. I'm real. I'm a real dude.
And I heard they're clamping on that, too.
Well, that's good, because I hate that.
Yeah.
And
A lot of people don't like it.
Well, I mean, they do nothing. They do nothing. Okay? They film nothing. They record whatever. They don't have to have a camera. They don't have to have a microphone. They do nothing. They put the stuff into AI. AI downloads everything. AI even makes the damn thumbnail. My thumbnails aren't really custom, per se. It is a picture, a screenshot, really, from my video.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
all.
I
That's
don't
all I
take...
do.
I don't... Okay, all right, stop filming, and then have my cameraman take a picture of me on something going... Screw that. Be yourself, you know, and they always have to have their face in the damn thumbnail. Sometimes mine
Or
is,
they gotta
but
have their mouth wide open.
but yeah.
What the heck is all that about? Why you gotta
Look,
open up your
okay,
mouth?
is wine delicious in Coke?
I mean, you look stupid. Totally
You know,
dumb.
come on, you know they don't do that.
It's not normal. We don't look like that when we walk around.
It's stupid. You know, when I started YouTubing, it was real people like me, you know. Oh, you can't cuss, you have to bleep. You can't even say shit on YouTube. Yes, you can.
Yeah. And
You know,
people-
read the fine print, because yes, you can. Well, I just won't make any money. You'd probably make more money if you didn't cuss. I don't give a fuck. I'm not about the money. You know, I'm sharing my life's adventures with whoever cares to watch.
Right. That's what I like about it.
It's not fake, you know, but like I said, the AI's taking over. It's like, you know, if I showed blood on my video because an animal got killed, if I showed that blood, somebody would flag it. But yet they'll watch those YouTube channels that, first of all, it's AI generated shit, and second of all, it's AI generated blood and stuff. Well, if you can show that in the thumbnail, I don't care if it's AI generated or what. You know, I mean, the hell with it. Like I said, but anyway, back to the subject, they do nothing. We go places, we film, it costs us money. What's it cost them?
Nothing.
Nothing. Because they don't do internet. That's all it costs them.
They sit in front of their computer.
They don't even do too much of this because it's AI. They pretty much tell AI, this is what I'm looking for. AI does it. That's why they don't go back and proof watch it or nothing. That's why they can't pronounce words, because it's AI.
Yeah, we've watched some of them, and the words that come out of their mouths is so stupid.
And you can tell because it's always the same voice
Yeah.
on all these videos, right? It's AI. And, you know, they can't even pronounce Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
Akron, Ohio. No, it's not Akron, Ohio. It's Akron, Ohio. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Funny.
It's ridiculous.
It's sad.
And they're the ones with the views. That's bullshit. Because you know what that is to me? That's NBC.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's West 2 News. I don't care. This is true life right here. And as long as YouTube is YouTube, and I'm still allowed to upload on YouTube, this is me. You know, because this is I'm in America, so in America I have a First Amendment right. Well, I've got more than that, but First Amendment, freedom of speech and freedom of the press. I'll film what I want. I'll say what the fuck I want. You know? I don't go out of my way to be offensive to people, but if someone finds me lighting a cigarette up offensive, then don't watch me, but don't judge me. Don't say anything. Just hit the unsubscribe button or whatever. But damn, don't judge me on stuff. You know? Don't judge me on it, because I don't judge them. Now, guess what? I do judge you, because guess what? Oh, you want to play the judging game. Well, you know what? Smoking's a bad habit. Well, I know another one. Judging other people on theirs. And then you never hear back from them.
Of course not.
Because they're down their mommy's, daddy's basement. Yeah, 37 years old, pot belly. Talking about, I shouldn't be smoking. Maybe you should put that Big Mac down, pal. You know?
Move out of your
You
parents' house.
just ate 3 pies, you know, and you're talking about smoking's bad for my health. You know what's bad for your health? Judging me on mine. Because if I ever got hold of something, if somebody walked up in my face and said something to me, you shouldn't be smoking, I'll lay them out and say, you shouldn't be judging me. There you go. I don't care. I'll take the ride. I don't care. Don't judge me, you know. And am I judging other channels? No, but I do have an opinion, which is legal here in the United States. I have an opinion. Your AI bullshit has to stop. It needs to stop. They're making money hand over fist, and I'm out here busting my ass. I do my own editing. I don't have the computer tell me, okay, it's done, you're uploaded and everything, here you go. You know, no, I do it. Same with her. We film our stuff.
Yeah.
We buy our own stuff that we review. You know,
Yeah.
we pay for our own gas to go camping. We pay for the campsites. You know.
Yeah, no one gives us anything.
But these guys, you know, they're just, and it's not even their videos. But yet, you know what? But you better not use a clip out of one of their videos. Because, you
Right.
know, they got that big thing across the screen or down here in the corner real big where it has their name. Oh, no, they'll copyright you. He's using my content. Your whole video, your whole channel revolves around using other people's content. You know what I mean? So, who was that? Was that your aunt that fell down the stairs? Because I seen it on about 50 other fucking channels. Right?
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, come on. It's not even your content, but you don't want other people using your content. And it's not even yours, you know? Well, yeah, but that's my video. AI made it for you. AI downloaded that stuff.
Yeah.
You don't even know what the hell. You don't even watch your own damn videos. You just know, okay, this one's making me money.
Yeah, that's all I care about. Not enjoying life and...
I don't, look, you know what? I don't care if they enjoy life or not. I do. What I care about is the assholes with the AI channels that do nothing and make 50 times more money than I do when I'm out busting my ass to try to get a halfway decent, real video for you guys. Real. Solid gold. This ain't the fucking Brady Bunch, you know? This ain't the Travel Channel, you know? This is Shea Bear 1000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had somebody one time tell me, oh, you should have cut that part out where you and Monkey were bickering. No, you know why? Because that's what couples do. They bicker. Especially when you've been together 8-9 years. You bicker.
It's just
This
the way
is
we
real.
are.
This is real life, you know? This ain't those damn family YouTube channels where everything looks so perfect and we got all this money. We got such a perfect thing. And
Nobody
oh,
has a perfect
our
life.
bird died. Okay, look real sad here, son. Look sad so we can make a thumbnail. Shut up. Someone dies in my family, I'll tell you, I'm sad, you know? I just want you to know, if you don't care, I don't care that you don't care, because some people don't get into that. I get it.
Right, right.
But, you know, the people that do care, I want them to know, you know? Like when your dad passed away. But I didn't put on a stupid fucking show about it, you know, and a stupid thumbnail Or this is another one. Really? Who took that picture of you being that sad? You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
It is. You know? Like, my mini bike blew up. And it shows them on. Or. Really?
Your mini bike blows
so
up
your
in
mini,
real life. You don't do that.
Your mini bike blew up, but yet you took the time. Somebody just happened to take your picture going.
Right.
No, my mini bike blows up. I'm going to say, well, guys, I blew the shit up. I guess we're going to have to rebuild it or put another engine on it. Mm-hmm. You know, it was just like you was crying out there when the transfer case went out of the Chevy. I'm like, we'll fix it. It's not a big deal.
I was crying because of the stress of it all.
I understand, but, you know, I could have easily took a picture of her. Her transfer case blew up. What should we do now? Fix it, asshole. And I'm not showing her weeping and crying. You heard me tell her, it's okay, hon, I'll fix it, you know.
Yep,
it's nothing to cry about. We'll get through it.
Yep.
Well, you should have cut that out because you was a little hard on her. No, I was being truthful with her. I will fix it.
I knew you would.
You know? Mm-hmm. The part came in, I fixed it in 2 days in the fucking rain.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal, you know. Let's not sit and cry about it. And, you know, it's just stupid. That's why I told her, it's okay, hon. Don't worry about it. You know? Yeah, but there's so much going on. Yeah, but it could be worse. You know, I need to go see my mom. She's still alive. She's in the hospital, but she's still alive. We're still alive. It's a car, you know. I'll put the part in it. If not, we'll buy another damn car. It's not that big of a deal to me that I need to, you know, put her face on my thumbnail to try to get clicks and views.
Right.
You know, the transfer case blew out of her Chevy. Can we fix it? Yeah, I mean, anytime a transfer case blows up, yes, you can fix it.
I mean, really, if you think about it, I really got lucky because it didn't blow until I turned the corner on the street.
Right up the end of the road here,
So
right up the park.
I could have been miles away when it
Exactly.
happened.
It could have, yeah, but see, it made it home. Because you were so close. Now, you could have had to sit along the road for an hour and a half waiting on a wrecker, cost $200 for a wrecker, whatever it would have costed.
Right. Yeah.
Big deal. And it happened when we had the money that I could order the part. The part came in quick, faster than what it should have.
Yeah.
We got great neighbors to take her to go see her mom and visit.
Yeah, they were
so I'm
great.
like,
Fabulous.
It's nothing to really cry about. Yes, it's irritating. It irritated me because I'm the one that had to do it in the rain underneath the car. But it is what it is, you know. Somebody's got to fix it.
Right.
And I damn sure can't pay $1,000 for somebody to fix it.
No.
I wouldn't anyway. So I did. Well, you can't. You shouldn't be doing that. Blah blah blah. I'm doing it because it needs done, and I love you.
I know.
It's that simple, you know. So I did. I cheered her up. I said, "Fucking, don't worry about it, man. It's a car part, you know." I didn't make this, you know, stupid bullshit story up about, you know. I told you guys, yeah, it blew up, and all. You know, I didn't film every second of it because I couldn't get the camera under there, and I was under a time crunch. I wanted to get it done. It was raining, and so I gave you guys updates. Here's where I'm at. This is what you got to do. I can't show you that, but this is what you got to do.
Right.
Any questions? Drop them down below, and I'll help you any way I can. But, you know, those guys with, you know, 300,000-400,000 subs, they would have damn sure turned the camera, or actually, you know, oh, wait a minute, I didn't get that. Can you cry again? What can you do? Can you have some tears? I want to get a close-up of tears. Let's get the lighting right, guys. No, I told her, I said, it's okay, hon. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but you don't understand. No, I totally understand. That's the thing. I do understand. And it'll be done this weekend. Oh, you ain't got the part yet. I'll get it. And it was done that weekend. It was done Sunday. It was done on a Sunday. I started on Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started on Friday night. Saturday, I had it out, and I just got it out, and the part came in.
Yeah.
So I put it back up in Saturday night. Sunday, it was all done except for just hooking up a few things here and there and
Right.
putting some
Yeah.
90 weight gear lube in it.
Yeah, that was it.
You know, so it's not that, oh yeah, I guess you're right, it wasn't that bad. So, well, you know, count your chickens, you know, whatever. But here's the thing, you know, we've got great neighbors. You still got to go see your mom. It broke down when we had the money to buy the part.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't break down to where you had to have it towed miles home.
No.
It made it home. You got a man that can do it for you for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, if it wasn't for me, what would have happened, you know? Think about it, seriously.
I know it would have been a real big
Because you didn't have the money to pay a shop to do it.
Mm-mm. No.
You know?
I didn't.
So, you know, things happen, and you can sit and cry about it all night long, and I told her that, and I might even said it on camera. You can cry about it all night long, but in the morning when you wake up, the car's still going to be broke.
Yep.
Or you can stop crying about it, go in, enjoy your evening, let me figure out what I'm going to do with the car, you know? Which was a no-brainer. I just got to order a transfer case.
Right.
A couple $100 later, boom, it's running.
Yeah.
You know? Because her mom was like, what? Because she asked, did the neighbors bring you up? She said, no, I drove my car. He fixed it already? And your aunt and uncle, and they called to check. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I drove my car. What? Yeah, he fixed it. Because you got to do what you got to do, you know?
Yep.
Like the rear differential was going bad. I didn't have to fix it, but I'm like, now we've got the money right now. Let's go ahead and order it and let's put it up in there.
Yeah.
And that's what I did, you know? It's not that big of a deal to me. It's a car part. I mean, if worse came to worse, I'd buy a $300 car. Just enough to get her up to see her mom and back until I got the Chevy Gold.
Right.
That was even, remember, an option.
Yeah.
Well, what if the part don't come in? I'll buy you a cheap car. You know, then we'll junk it afterwards or whatever. It's just got to get from here to there, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, damn. Look what I did with the Nissan.
Yeah.
$300. There it is. You can jump in it and take off. Go anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Well, thanks for joining us in the bullshit session.
Bullshit.
Fire's pretty much out. A couple
Yeah.
half logs in there, but the fire's pretty much out, so just wanted to wish everyone a happy Easter. Like I said, I'll make a quick video, you know, to tell you guys happy Easter on Sunday, if you celebrate that. If not, well, happy Sunday, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. So, but anything you want to say, Monk? You want to plug your channel?
Yep. Monkey 1000, come visit.
There you go. You want to plug your channel? Yep. There should be more after that.
Yes, I'm getting closer to that 1,000 subscribers.
Yep.
Slowly, but it's getting there.
Yeah, but don't beg people. Don't beg for subs and shit.
No.
Because if anything, that turns people off more than anything.
Well, we do. We get turned off on it, so I'm
Exactly.
sure others do.
So I'm not, like, you know, I'm not going to say, oh, I need to get subs up. Come on, watch. I need more watch. No. You know, watch if you want. If you don't, I understand. If it's not your kind of channel, I get it. No problem. You know, thanks for tuning in as long as you did, you know. So, but alright, guys. I'm going to say Shea Bear, Myth, Man, Legend, golf for now. And we'll get a, next week we'll get a live stream going, alright?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so, what do you want? You want to take the D16 and run some tools?
If you want.
Alright, we'll do some steaming and streaming.
The ones that, the big one with the tires.
Tires?
Yeah, the remote ones. Because don't they?
What?
Yeah,
Remote what?
the ones that move.
Huh? Oh, they're not remote, hun.
No, I mean they move by steam.
Yeah. Oh, you want to bring one of those?
Yeah,
Which one? The rolly or
Yeah.
the traction engine?
the one with the canopy on it.
The one with the canopy. All right, she got that part right. All right, we'll bring that. But I mean, you want to bring the D16 too, right?
Sure.
and run our little tool area,
Yeah.
our little workshop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we'll do that. Stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys in the next one. You never know. I might have a video up tomorrow. I don't know.
Yep.
You know, that's the thing. It just, whatever happens, I grab the camera. You know.
Oh yeah.
Like today, there was a couple things I wanted to film, but I was like, yeah, it's Good Friday. I'm kicking it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
And I asked her this morning, you want to have a fire tonight? Yep. There we go. So I thought, you know, I'd kick you guys on for it. Share this with you. So, let's see you guys. Bruno's laying down. Bruno's up at the door, laying down.
Yeah.
He's ready to go in.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in the next one. Shea Bear, the Myth, the Man, the Legend. Gone for now, Monk.
Mike says she's out. Bye, y'all.
Happy
Have
Easter,
a great
everyone.
weekend.
Yes, have a great weekend. And
Happy
we'll see you
Easter.
soon. Well, yeah, happy Easter. But I'll
We'll
kick you guys
still do
back
it.
on Easter, and then next week I'll have some more videos going on next weekend or next week.
Next week.
But it'll probably be Wednesday before I get one out. I could bring your dad's computer and edit,
Yeah, if you want.
but I don't have all my music on it.
No.
We'll see. See, that's the thing. You know, I script nothing. You know, this wasn't scripted. I just grabbed the camera and walked out.
That's right. That's what we do.
Yep.
We
Yep.
go camping. We take our cameras.
Okay,
Whatever
but
happens,
we
happens.
pretty much know when we're going camping, but we don't script it. Just like tonight, she didn't know I was going to film. I just came out and I thought, you know, I'll share this with you guys. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone. Take care.